Let's go over more weapons in Assassin's Creed Valhalla that look great and that you also want to be using for the perk. I know many of you asked Dennis about the shield he was using during the recent live stream, so we'll cover that and way more. A like on the video would really help me out. And let's go. As you might know, I'm doing a Helix credit pack giveaway for 2,300 Helix credits, so you can get one of the outfit packs without spending money yourself. Click the link in the pinned comment if you want to participate, and you have to be a subscriber of this channel before you enter. Good luck. Let's start with the Morrigan shield. That looks kind of mythical in a way, with the gold and blue look and a crystal in the middle that shines. Very awesome. So it's already cool to rock this for the look. Like, fingers crossed that they will add a visual customization feature that we of course saw for Odyssey post-launch as well. Either way, the perk on this shield is pretty strong too. It namely has a 33% chance to trigger a poison cloud on a parry with a 30-second cooldown. And the cloud has a pretty decent radius, so if enemies like stay close to you and in the clouds, they will build up poison over time, which is quite nice. It will only stay for a short time though and kind of blind your view as well, but it's still great in combination, for example, with the feint set that I already highlighted in a previous video, or that Draugr Helix set that gives extra damage against poisoned enemies. So also really nice. And there is a skill that also goes hand in hand with this shield, and that's of course miasma. So if you then kill an enemy that still was poisoned thanks to the cloud of the shield, then that enemy will leave another poison cloud behind. So it's kind of a snowball effect, and then you can constantly have the poison effect on the battlefield. So you can get it in Gloucestershire over here on the map, but you do not have to kill anyone, so don't let the 220 region scare you. Just go to the location, and then you need to find a key in one of the holes in the ground. So after moving something, you can grab it and then head back to the breakable wall. Use the incendiary trap skill as I highlighted in my previous video. And then in the end you can unlock the chest. And there is actually another very powerful light shield that deserves your attention. You can find this one in London, but I think only during the main story. Then you can enter this temple, no spoilers of course, but there you will find the gear chest. This Brighton shield is also great with the feint set, because it also has an effect on parry. It namely restores 15% health, and it has a 10-second cooldown. And for the fun of it, we combined it with the Copis dagger that gives you health on crits that I showed you in my previous best weapon video. You can get this in the Sarcophagus main storyline. Like then, parrying gives you the extra crit chance and critical hit damage thanks to the feint set bonus. It then also heals you thanks to the Brighton shield, and then you have a higher chance to pull off crits that will then heal you with the dagger. But okay, sure, one dagger is not as great as two, more on that in a future video, but this is like a very defensive combination that you can rock for sure. And we also use this shield in combination with the spinning death flail weapon. Like, this Brighton shield is just an amazing offhand to use all around. And this spinning death is pretty cool too. On a heavy finisher with this weapon, you namely have a 40% chance to drop a fire bomb, so that's quite high, and it can happen every 15 seconds. So with this, you create the fire effect on multiple enemies around you, so it's really smart to use the fire strike ability then as well that you get after bringing 10 medals to Highton. So then you will continue the burning effect, while with the fire bomb from the flail weapon, you create this AoE effect so multiple enemies catch fire. Also combine this with the Battlefield Cremation bear skill that you find over here in the skill line, and all the enemies will very easily die in front of you. It's a really cool combination. This flail weapon is really fun if you focus on the fire damage. And overall, having effects on a heavy finisher or like runes that enhance that attack are great, because with the flail you can easily trigger the heavy finisher by simply starting with 2 light attacks and then doing a heavy attack. So that's a very easy way to have this bomb appear, or you can put a major rune on it that increases attack after a heavy finisher, for example. Also, 2 flails are a ton of fun, and not sure if you have that already, because there are not a lot of flails in the game. So you got this spinning death that you can, by the way, find in JorRaptor over here on the map. It's being protected by some enemies, so It's a pretty high power level region, but I think you can just run in and then grab it. The other flail that I want to highlight and that you already saw in action too is over here on the map in Hamptonshire. It's a disturbed area, but you can use that Dive of the Valkyries rank 2 trick to already go through the barred door without like shooting the luck from the other side. Something I showcased in a tricks video that I will link to at the end of this one. And then you hit the sacks of rocks to get the flail weapon. I want to highlight Sneaky's comment though under that tricks video before we look at the soldier's flail. He namely notes that this Dive of the Valkyries tactic can break some mysteries. It did not happen for me yet, but I think it's good to keep that in mind and just use this for like open world exploration and wealth, so you can like easily get to a chest. Okay, let's go back to that flail because it's pretty good. It increases your speed at full health, and 90% of your health and more is full health in this game. And then you get 3 extra speed. And speed is great for a flail because it makes that sort of charge up time that you need to get the combo going a little quicker. And it also makes dual wielding 2 flails even more fun. Because with 2 of them you can more easily stun lock an enemy so they are unable to do anything back when you got your combo going. And this even better when you, for example, have a fire effect on the weapon. Like again, dual flail is awesome. I totally want to make a build around it, so totally expect that soon. We talked about some regular shields in the game, but I haven't touched on heavy shields yet, and this one totally deserves your attention. Already for the amazing look, like this, the fully upgraded one. Like then you have 2 skulls, but you start actually with 1. The chains are amazing as well, and the effect of this shield is great too, because on a parry, you have a 33% chance to create this awesome fire circle around you that will just burn down enemies that maybe were stunned after your parry. Like then doing a stun attack will not be necessary anymore, but even if the enemy is not stunned, he can still catch fire and just die in front of you. Really fun shield to rock, and there are just not a lot of heavy shields in the game, and this one is totally one of the best looking ones. And you can get it very easily by just going over here on the map in the 130 power level region, but I just had to kill 1 enemy. I think that's totally manageable even if you are like way below this power level. Then go through the crack, dive down, and then you will eventually reach the chest. If you found some cool things in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, like weapons or other things, totally let me know in the comments under this video. We read everything, and also via the input@JorRaptor.com email address. You can reach me as well, or on social media. If you found something that I highlighted in the video, I will of course shout you out. Don't forget the giveaway in the pinned comment as well. There's a link to the Discord. That would be cool if you could join if you want to talk Valhalla with me and other people. And of course subscribe for way more Valhalla content. There should be an update coming before the end of the month. When that is near, I will of course make a video on it. A like on this video would really help the channel out. And totally check out that tricks video if you haven't already, with some cool things that you likely did not know. For now though, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.